Welcome back to the channel, good friends. Brian from Apex Auction Car Reconditioning. We're really making some progress. We're about 85% finished with the project Hummer here. I want to clean some interior plastics as I'm ready to put some of the trim pieces back into the vehicle and attach them again. So we're going to grab a team. Well, half the team has been around for quite some time and it's familiar, and the other half of the team is quite new. So let's get started. Super Clean has been around for quite some time. It has a reputation for itself. We have spray foamers out of the can, out of the spray bottle. We have cleaners and wheel cleaners, and this is just the tip of the iceberg. I like this one here. This is the foamer. So this is a dry foam, and it will sit there and cling, and it will break down and start to emulsify dirt. This one here is also a foamer, but is more of a wet foam. If you really have something that is really crazy dirty and need to break it down quicker. Then you just have the regular spray that I use for the dirtiest jobs. And then the wheel cleaner I'll test for you in a separate video. Something I like to tee them up with is a P&S scrubber. So this has two sides, a microfiber side and some scrubbing fibers. I've had this for quite some time. It's done a lot of jobs, and I'm going to go wring it out and clean it under a hot tap, and it will be ready for the next job. It hangs in there. It's tough material, and I highly recommend. A great team. Over here we have some interior plastic trim. I'm finished lubing up all of the mechanisms to lock and open the hatch back here. All of the levers, they were all dry. But this plastic trim here, just crazy dirty. Neglected, like a lot of the plastic, stained, scuffed. Really needs to be scrubbed and really needs an aggressive team to go after it. So I'm going to have the foamer. I'm going to use the foamer with the P&S scrubber, and then I'll have a damp microfiber to mop up afterwards. So again, we have the foamer, the P&S scrubber. When you finish with that, just run it under a hot tap and wring it out. And a damp microfiber to mop up afterwards. Simply dry with the plastic dry so it doesn't get diluted. Cover the entire trim piece with the foam. Let it sit for a couple minutes, do its job. We'll let it sit for a while, we'll come back, and we'll scrub. All right, after a couple minutes, come in and scrub the plastic. If the plastic is really bad, every once in a while, just go run this under the tap again and rinse it out, and come back and continue. You can also do a couple rounds of this as well. For the most part, it's going to be a once and done. Okay. We can put that down and we'll get our damp microfiber and mop up. The only thing you're going to see that you have left are the darker scuffs, either because it's through the plastic or it's some sort of stubborn transfer, and I'll show you how to get that off. And then this piece will be ready to put back up into the Hummer again. This is a big, flimsy piece of plastic here, so it's trying to move all over the place. All right, that looks great. What we have left over, transfer scuff marks. So that's through the plastic. That may be through the plastic. Here's some transfer we can remove. Other than that, turned out great with just one shot of the foamer on there. So let me grab something to remove the transfer. We're ready to put this back up in there. Grab the Citral 266. Orange transfer over here. And in no time at all, you have a nice, clean piece. Got the transfer off of that. And it's ready to go back up into the Hummer. You can protect it or condition it before you get it up in there. All right, guys, that's going to do it for this video. Not a sponsored video, just showing you what works. You pick up what you want to pick up. If you have any questions at all, don't hesitate, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. We're about 85% done here. We're going to continue with the videos to finish this thing up.